Tonight, from U.S. Bank.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Up past the 30, second down coming up. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
McCarthy now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. McCarthy operating from the gun. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. McCarthy going to throw again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Flushed out right.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jeff. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. On the counter, here's Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Right back to Mason. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now McCarthy throwing on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now it's Mason. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So they brought the extra bulk in. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, McCarthy rolling to his right. That one complete to Naylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. An inside give to Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. McCarthy buying time to his left. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. Addison hauls it in. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the
touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Zip. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. straight ahead. Here's Mason. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 9 from the 44. On the give, it's Mason. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points.